Good morning, children. Welcome back to your English class. Today, I will teach you the third chapter of your cornerstone. In the last section of our online class, we learned about sentences. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. Today, we will learn about types of sentences. Let us begin. Chapter 3 Types of Sentences. Here, I will give you few sentences. And you want to tell me what do these sentences express? According to your understanding of the sentences, write statement S, question Q, command C, or strong feeling SF against them. One, have you completed your homework? This sentence ends with a question mark. So, though you can write Q. 2. Today is a bright day. It's a statement so that you can write S. 3. Is today a bright day? This sentence asks the question and it ends with a question mark. So, though you can write Q. 4. Wear a sun hat. It's a command so that you can write C. 5. What a bright day it is. It ends with an exclamation mark. It denotes a strong feeling, so you can write SF. 7. Take out your books. It's a command, so you can write C. 7. I am not feeling well. It's a statement, so you can write S. 8. Watch out. It ends with exclamation mark so that you can write strong feeling SF. As I told you, we have learned that a group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. Sentences are of four types: declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. Let's learn about declarative sentence. A sentence that states or declare something is called a declarative sentence or a statement. It can be affirmative or negative. For example, the sun rises in the east. It's a affirmative sentence. Sushil does not play cricket. It's an example of negative sentence. Sentences having no or not in them are called negative sentences. Examples: 1. I am not going for the movie. 2. He has no money. So once again I repeat, a sentence that declares or states something is a declarative sentence. Now let's learn about interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence or a question. I will explain it. All the sentences that ask are called questions or interrogative sentences. There are two kinds of interrogatives. One starting with be, have, do, and models. The other with WH words. The interrogatives starting with be, have, do, and models give a yes or no answer. Questions beginning with WH or how give detailed information. Example: to find about a school play, we ask who the performer, what the programmer, when, date and time, where, location, why, purpose. Keep these things in mind. So, a sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence can be a WH question and begins with the words like when, why, who, or how. An interrogative sentence can also be a question which can be answered with a yes or no. It ends with a question mark. Where is the helicopter? Who has won the race? What are you doing? Can I go? Does he eat a banana every day? A few examples for interrogative sentences. Now let's see what is imperative sentences. A sentence that expresses a command, a request, or a desire is called an imperative sentence. For example, please bring me a glass of water. Ritik, shut the door. Then the next one, exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence or an exclamation. They end with an exclamation mark. For example, what a beautiful dress it is! How melodiously she sings! What a noise they are making! How beautiful this painting is! Saying the examples for different kinds of sentences, it is clear that every sentence begins with a capital letter. A full stop is placed at the end of every declarative sentence. A question mark is placed at the end of every interrogative sentence. An exclamation mark is placed at the end of every exclamatory sentence. As I told you, there are four kinds of sentences. Let us study this table to understand the function of these sentences so that you will be more clear with different types of sentences. Assertive sentence, its function is simply state something. For example, Jayesh kicked the ball. Interrogative sentences functions as asking questions. For example, is that an ostrich? Imperative sentences functions as giving orders or commands or for making requests or giving advice. Example for command, sit down. Example for request, pass me that book, please. Example for advice, wear your pearl earrings with that dress. Exclamatory sentences functions for expressing strong feelings. For example, what a lovely place that is. So I hope till here it is understood. Few important points to remember that declarative sentences are also known as assertive sentences or statements. Declarative sentences and imperative sentences end in a full stop. Interrogative sentences end in a question mark. Exclamatory sentences end in a exclamation mark. Now I will tell you some interesting facts regarding sentence. Sometimes a sentence may be made up of just one word. For example, stop, leave, run. All these are one word sentences and they give commands. Hence, we see that the verb is the heart of a sentence and it is not possible to write a sentence without a verb. Sometimes imperative sentences can also end in an exclamation mark if the command is forceful. For example, stop, it ends with exclamation mark. Go away. As you can see, it also ends with exclamation mark. So let us revise the chapter once again. There are 4 types of sentences: declarative sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. An assertive sentence makes a statement. It ends with a full stop. Sentences that expresses a command, request, advice, order or suggestion are called imperative sentences. An imperative sentence ends with a full stop. An exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. It usually begins with what or how. It expresses feelings. An interrogative sentences functions for asking question and it ends in a question mark. So this is all for today. I hope you understood types of sentences. Take care. Be good and spread happiness. Thank you.